Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update at 7:30, a little after 7:30, February 7th, 2021. And if you're not watching the Super Bowl, I'm not watching it. We've been watching the storm. And the storm has finally pulled out of here, but it was pretty heavy. The heavy snow burst came in the afternoon, actually, closer to like 2 o'clock. And if we looked at the radar from back then, you'll see we had some heavy snow bands setting up over our area that were with us for a couple of hours. And at first, it really wasn't sticking very well. And then when those bands came, it really started sticking. So let's take a look at the latest snow reports right now from the National Weather Service that we have as far as totals go. And these should be the final totals here. Close to 8 inches in Connecticut. Well, I'm not surprised about that. 8 inches, 9 inches in Connecticut. Also, Bergen County, again, getting hit hard. 9 inches there in Westwood and some parts of Bergen County. But looking at our area, New York and Long Island, the Bronx, Fordham has a high amount of 7.3. Otherwise, it's 4.4 in Mott Haven. Coney Island, a little less there, 3.8 inches. Nassau County, North Shore actually got hit pretty hard, though the News 12 South Shore wasn't there at all. But they actually got hit the hardest, the North Shore, Nassau, and Western Suffolk, not the East End. So Syosset, 8.4 inches was the highest amount there. Glen Cove has a 7.3. As we go toward Hicksville, it's more like around 7 inches. Seaford on the South Shore, 5.5 inches. So a little less as you go to the South Shore. The closest number we have to Mineola is East Wilson, 5.3 inches. However, that was taken at 2:30. I think it might have still been snowing by then. So we'll have to get a more updated total for that. Central Park got 4.5 inches. In Queens, JFK, 6.5 inches. LaGuardia, 4.2 inches. Richmond County and Staten Island, Toad Hill, the highest amount there, 5.7. Otherwise, a little less, around 4 inches everywhere else. In Rockland County, around 4 inches there. Suffolk County, highest amounts, North Shore, western parts of Suffolk, Comac, 8.8 inches. Center Reach, 7.2 inches. Mount Sinai, 6.3. 6 inches in Stony Brook, Lake Grove, 6 inches. The airport got 5.1 inches. So I think we were pretty close in our forecasts, maybe a little toward the higher end, just because that's where the band's set up. But if you go look at the East End here, only 2.8 inches in Mattatuck. So the East End actually wound up getting less. Babylon, 2 inches. Upton only got an inch. That was at 1 p.m., so I think they'll have more than that on the ground. Westchester also to the higher amount, 7.2 inches. So let's say if we can get some information from the Mount Holly office, which of course is not on their page. What else is new? They don't provide the information on their page. Typical for Mount Holly. This is from the old other storm. So we have to go into text products, and we actually have to look for a public information statement. And this was the latest snowfall report. So even parts of Delaware got some snow. But we're interested in New Jersey. So Hamilton, Atlantic County, 3.7 inches. Estelle Manor, 2.9 inches. Somers Point, 1.3. So again, not that much in Atlantic County. As we head further north and west into Burlington County, which is southeast of Philadelphia, Medford, 4.9 inches. Lumberton, 4.6 inches. Southampton Township, 4.3 inches. And Camden County, 4.3 inches at Cherry Hill. So not too much. Let's go into Hunterdon, the western part of Jersey, obviously higher amounts there. Mercer County, 6 inches in Hopewell. Middlesex County, central Jersey, getting higher amounts again. Island, 8 inches. Cranberry, 6.3. Woodbridge, 6 inches. Monmouth County, 8 inches in Morganville, 5.4 in Freehold. Colts Neck, 5.1. Howell, 3.8. Also higher amounts in Morris County as well, that area again. Northern, western, central Jersey. Willington, 8 inches. Chatham, 7.8 inches. And Mountain Light, 6 inches. Ocean County, again, seems to have gotten off easy. Toms River, only 3 inches of snow, which is what I expected to happen again. Whiting, 4 inches. So if you don't want to walk in a lot of snow, that's the place to go. As we head back up towards central Jersey, you can see Hillsborough and Somerset County, 8.8 inches, 8.1 inches. Basking Ridge, 7.5. Sussex County, Sussex County is too far north and west, and they missed out on the snow because they were too far to the north and the west. So interesting totals. Right now, temperatures are going to be dropping, and that's the main concern, because the temperatures were borderline during the afternoon, mid-30s, and some of it started melting, and now it's going to freeze hard because temperatures are dropping. We're already below freezing, 30 degrees, and as we go into the evening, it's going to get colder than that. So let's go take a look at tropical tidbits at the models, and we'll go ahead and take a look and see what is going to be, what the cold air that is coming. You can kind of see the setup that we have in the atmosphere already. So we're going to first start with the temperatures here, just to show you it's going to get cold. So anything that's melting tonight is going to turn to black ice. So as we go into tonight, you'll see here temperatures drop quickly by morning. This is the GFS. We're down into the teens, so it's going to be a hard freeze by morning. And tomorrow, a much colder day, highs only in the mid to upper 20s, so we're staying below freezing. So what we have is not really going to melt very much. Then we see that little recovery on Tuesday, but that's with the next weak system that passes by. And then you see pretty much during the week, we're below freezing most days. All right, and then as we get toward the weekend, is when we start seeing that. It'll be a warm-up. It looks like a warm-up right ahead of the big plunge that is going to be occurring next week. That looks like it's backed off on a little bit there. So, yeah. I don't really want to talk too much about the long range in this weather update. We're just going to focus on the next because we're still dealing with the aftermath of the storm. So let's go and look at what's going to be happening over the next 24 hours here on the GFS. All right, so there's your storm pulling on out, pulling away. High pressure builds in tomorrow. Should have some sunshine. Then we have this weak system move through on Tuesday, maybe drop a coating to an inch of snow. It's like a weak clipper type system. And you can see we got this stall front to the south. So then another weak system passes off to the south on Thursday. So you see we're dealing with stall front syndrome. And same thing Friday. So it'll be in the clouds. And then hopefully maybe we can clear it out on the weekend. And then this storm here, which looks like a heavy rain event for Monday. And this is again over a week away on the GFS. So we know things can be, change a lot between now and then. If we've learned anything with this storm, we've learned that. So let's look at the 18 ZG NAM. Same thing, storm pulls out, and then the next storm pulls in. This storm probably won't be all that much of anything to worry about on Tuesday. The next one may be a little stronger. But you can see we've got the stall front here. That's the problem. And the stall front is due to the upper air. So if we go to the upper air, and we look at the GFS, you will see the problem. So we've got this trough coming in here, but you see, look at what happens. We've got a ridge here, stalls the front out, so we can't really get into this really cold air now. And we're going to have to wait until we do. And so we've got this stall front syndrome that we're dealing with. And the trough, it doesn't look that, I don't know what happened to our big plunge, but it seems to have disappeared once again from the models. We're supposed to have like record cold, and now it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. It's a flatter flow. It's not as amplified. Let's look at the European here. Probably the same deal again. I know here I am. I said I wouldn't go into the long range, and here I am going to the long range. I know. It's hard not to bring it up. But you can see here, that's kind of like a flat flow. And that's, though the Euro still has a deep trough coming in on the weekend, next weekend, interestingly enough. So let's go back to the GFS here. So you have an idea of what we're going to be getting with this week. So we go back to our area here. We'll go back to the regions, and we'll look at the sky cover because of this pattern, we're not really going to have a lot of sunshine. Tomorrow will be the best day for sunshine. Hopefully we can actually manage a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Looks like on the GFS we do. Clouds roll in, though, and then we're doing clouds Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday we finally get out of it. Maybe by the weekend, but it's stall front because the front's hung up because the trough is not deep enough to push it through, so we got a stall front syndrome going on, basically, which is not something that we were originally going to have this weekend. Quite annoying and disappointing. We'll look at the NAM too with sky cover as well. So enjoy the sun tomorrow because after tomorrow, we may still have some clouds around, but tomorrow's the best bet you got for sun this week. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in the clouds all week long, and it's going to suck. So I guess that's going to wrap up this weather update. I just figured I'd go over the snowstorm with you. Don't want to make it too long of an update. I know many of you are watching the Super Bowl. I'm not, but you all have a good night, and enjoy the sun tomorrow. Take care.